He's so scared of Sam that he's monitoring your show to make sure that he doesn't get like...
What's going on, you guys? Today we have Ana Kasparian, like always, being fake with Emma Vigeland. Yes, Emma Vigeland and Ana Kasparian, they're having a conversation, and it's obvious to see, the real from the fake. Let's get into it.
About this with you because, okay, let me first tell you guys how I found out about the whole Steven Crowder thing. I get a comment on one of my Instagram photos and it says, you're excited that Sam Cedar caught Steven Crowder. And I was like, I don't know what that means. But as soon as I was on air as I got that comment. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but the second I'm off air, I'm gonna look it up. And so I go onto YouTube and Vosh he's live talking about it, and I was like, great. So I start watching, and luckily I caught it at the very beginning. And it was the best thing that had happened in a while. In terms of like, not in my personal life is great. In terms of like this space, right? Like online media, all of that stuff. We all needed a moment to bring us together, right? And I celebrated, I must admit. So tell us about it, the backstory, Emma. Give us the goods.
So, I mean, one, you guys can see the full play-by-play. This is my effective plug. On the Majority Report channel, we did a whole fun half dedicated to it, basically, because it was a big deal. And for people that don't know, Sam loves debating people, and it's not for any clout reason, really. I mean, that part's fun. But he really likes doing it because part of what we do at the Majority Report is talk about these online right-wingers because you get into their algorithm, and sometimes their fans actually watch the show and they go, wait, I'm gonna start questioning things. People don't realize how the Dave Rubins, the Steven Crowders, the Ben Shapiros, it is so insulated, and they keep it that way on purpose, and yet they scream, debate me, debate me, debate me. That's Steven Crowder's whole identity. He's the debate me meme, the guy sitting on the lawn chair debating random college students who he thinks he's smarter than, and that's the whole purpose of this, right? He, in 2018, dodged a debate from Sam. Sam recorded the phone call. Apparently the woman didn't care of the...
So right here we have Emma Vigeland and Ana Kasparian. It's a civil discussion, but it's Ana Kasparian grifting completely. Now she's grifting at Emma Vigeland. It seems, it's like, oh, well, yes, let's just, you guys are the ones that are in the right, of course. Yeah, I could never think for myself. Let me just completely, like, blindly agree. And, I'm going to nod my head and smile because I know what my viewers want. I don't even have an opinion on this. Let me talk to you about it. Let's keep on watching.
Politicon organizer who spoke to, you may have done this backstory on the show, who spoke to Steven Crowder when they were supposed to debate and said he got, quote, cold feet. And his father, his manager, backed out of the debate for him. There was another debate that Sam was supposed to do with Crowder on Gavin McInnes's show, and Crowder backed out when he found out Sam was doing that as well. So this was 2 times that Steven Crowder, the debate me bro, had backed out of debating Sam. Then we're all doing the show and Sam turns to me, he goes, this guy Ethan, he's got this huge, this huge show called H3. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it either. But he's huge, this guy. He's not a political guy. I think, he does stuff with Trisha, or did stuff with Trisha Paytas. I know that name, but I don't really know anything about her. And he reached out and said, Steven Crowder agreed to debate me, and we want to sneak you on and get this debate to happen because Crowder would just not respond. And so, like, bless this guy, because he's just a normal guy who has this YouTube show, and they got into a debate about vaccines, and he was just having a normal stance, like, you should get vaccinated, basically. And of course, Crowder goes, oh, I'll debate this non-political commentator who doesn't follow this or doesn't do this, and felt really tough about that. And so the guy was like, I acknowledge I'm not a political, or Ethan said, I'm not a political commentator. Let's sneak Sam on because he knows what he's talking about. So you guys might know that backstory by now, but it really was a production to get it all together, and we had to kind of not tell anyone in the audience why a few Mondays ago we ended our show early, and we started an hour early because Sam pretended he had to do something else. We ended our show, and Crowder immediately drops out of this debate. Right?
Because he was monitoring you guys. Like, he's so scared of Sam that he's monitoring your show to make sure that he doesn't get, like, ambushed.
It's ironic that Ana Kasparian's co-host, Cenk Uygur, now he's afraid to talk to Sam Seder. Now we have Cenk Uygur hiding from Sam Seder, and Emma Vigeland not wanting to have a discussion. It's the parallels are uncanny.
Yeah.
Ambushed. And so yeah, I mean, that was what, and we said, like, no, there's no way. I mean, because he said my wife had an or his dad, I'm sorry, said, that she had an emergency with her pregnancy, but we'll reschedule it for next week. It's like a little weird when like something dire could be happening. But Ethan goes, I think he's watching and saw that your show ended early. And Sam was like, there's no way. I mean, we were like, maybe.
Oh my
maybe.
God.
So the next Monday, he rescheduled it for noon Eastern, which is when our show starts. We come in all the way early and pre-record and pretend that the show is live, and we can't tell anybody about this. Because, like, I don't know if people get, like, this is what Sam lives for. And so when Sam says we're going to come in early to tape the show so I can accommodate potentially ambushing Steven Crowder, there's not going to be a conversation about it. And one, I'm very happy to do it as well. So, like, this is what this is going to be. And so we taped the whole show. We pretended it's live. And then it all went down. And I sat right here. We only had the audio feed. I could just see Sam and hear them. And seeing it after hearing it was, like, as you say, Anna, one of the most joyous experiences in my professional life.
Yes.
And I've done a lot of fun stuff with T.Y. I can curse now. Done a lot of fun with, like, the Ocasio-Cortez interview is one of the highlights of my career, and also her party, her victory party, and all of the fun stuff when, like, we hanging out with you guys, like drinking with you guys, doing that, like, those are all such amazing times in my life. But that was also just an incredible professional experience, just witnessing Sam do that, because it was just so thoroughly embarrassing for Steven Crowder. I genuinely think he ended his career. Like, no, I'm sure he'll make money and whatever.
So there we have it, you guys. We have Ana Kasparian being fake as always, but it's it's right in front of your face. She's just being fake friends with Emma Vigeland, and she's just wanting to placate and wanting to say whatever it is that wherever the wind blows her, that's where Ana Kasparian's at. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's another day in the progressive way.